Where we posted every Friday. See them corner emojis, then you know a nigga wild. Jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So nah.
About the phone call that got leaked over the week. And it's not looking good for all of the Tory apologists out there. Unfortunately, y'all are looking real crazy. Crazy. I don't know if you looking as crazy as I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I'm not gonna be that guy. But some of y'all are in denial because I've been seeing some people online have heard this tape and they're on some like, oh well, he didn't admit to doing anything for real. He didn't admit to. I don't know about you, but I'm not apologizing for something I ain't do or something I don't feel bad about or guilty about.
Bro, I think that recording single-handedly got this boy convicted, low-key.
Yeah.
Low-key. Because, I mean, people can do all that, you know, semantical argument that they want to do. When you're talking about, like, cause and effect in the courtroom, typically you need A and B to get to C.
Yeah.
And you can't have half a A, you can't have half a B. You know, you gotta have everything. You gotta line it up. You only get one shot. No pun intended. That right there, though, that jail call on the jail
like the
call,
jail phone,
on the jail phone, Tory,
on the jail phone,
on the jail phone, on the jail phone.
And shout out to Street TV for this recording.
On the jail phone. But yeah, it's not a conspiracy though. It's not. It's done. We just need to see how much time niggas is finna get. I didn't even think people were still gonna be talking about this, like, in this light at this point.
Okay, because I bit my tongue earlier, but since you said that, I'm just gonna say it. Some people are talking about this case, and I'll even say in the last highlight that we did about this, as if it's still ongoing. There's nothing more to talk about. He's guilty. She got shot. There's nothing more to talk about. There's nothing that's going to change that.
It's done.
As of right now, we're waiting to see how Tory's going to get punished. I don't see why people are over here upset that someone isn't saying exactly what they want. Like, somebody was upset because I said there was no evidence for real. Like, realistically, look, there were 2 male chromosomes, 2 female chromosomes on that gun. Is that bioevidence? Yes. But can you pinpoint and say who that male and who that... No, we can only do it by process of elimination. It's not solid DNA type. You get what I'm saying? But we're not stupid.
No.
If there's 4 people in the car and there's 2 boys and 2 girls and there's
we're not
dumb.
And no, and if there's a
real.
phone call, a jail phone call from Global Tech Link, you feel me?
Right.
You got 1 minute remaining. Oh, I'm sorry. Bruh, nah, bruh.
I'm about to call my mom or some shit. I'm not about to be calling you.
I'm not about to call anybody.
The hell?
I'm not about to call anybody.
No, I'm saying if I'm in jail and I have a phone call, or if I have one phone call, it's gonna be to my mom, or like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he called her. He couldn't even get in contact, and not about to spoil it. He couldn't even get in contact with his own security. He had to hit her up to hit his people up. She got out before him.
The fudge.
Like, here, let's listen to this.
That don't sound right, bro. That sounds ridiculous. This whole thing just sounded ridiculous, bro.
Tory?
An inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
They told you.
The call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telme.
Hello?
No.
Y'all got out 683.
Huh?
Y'all got out. Everything out good?
I'm still in the hospital.
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
in the hospital.
Well, hospital y'all at?
About it.
You said what?
I said they was in the hospital, so I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital you at?
I don't know. Let's see. Cedar, something like that, Cedar.
You don't
So I'm going to stop it right here. I've been seeing some theories online, and again, I repeat, I don't see why there needs to even be any of this because the case is freaking closed. Like, it's done. All we can do at this point is what we're doing right now and wait for the evidence of the actual trial to trickle out because we were not there. I did see some people make theories saying that, like, Kelsey beat the girl up or stuff like that. I don't see her at the hospital if she beat her up.
I mean, if that did happen, I could see that. Just like I could see why, if he did what he did, he would still call and try to see what's going on. Sometimes, in the face of adversity like that, you want to be as close as possible so you can know what the scoop is. I could see that. What I don't really see is why, at this point, not only is it still, people are trying to pick it apart like that, but last week I said, it's going to be on some OJ. Ain't gonna never let this one go. But I hate that they're trying to still paint it like it's this smear campaign. It's definitely not all the conflicting stories that came out and all the lies. It's just a smear campaign.
Yeah.
And then ultimately you get what, the
Yeah, some people are definitely haven't been along for the ride and just popped up at the end. It's really obvious.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, bro.
Talking about it this long has been frustrating in general. We done had to back off multiple times,
right.
But I'll leave it with this. On that note, I think it's also very peculiar that the result everybody wanted that goes against the I would never get justice anyway narrative, bro. It got shattered. So now it's like it's a weird type of. It's hard to explain. The passion.
And then it's like, I know some people can come because I'm gonna play devil's advocate because this is one of those topics. So Meg didn't press charges. If it was up to Meg, this wouldn't even be happening. The state pressed charges.
That is true.
So it's like,
and honestly, that was smart of her not to do that because they would have tried to paint her, bro. They were trying to crucify her the whole time, but it did get to a point where, again, I always bring up the Gail thing because that did a lot.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna act like nobody did not crucify her, but we gotta figure. We have to keep it real on where the playing field was, where the crucifixion of Meg was happening. Was on social media forums, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, majorly men. Meg, in the public media sphere, because of that Rock Nation backing, she was having a you remember that we did a pod on it where we watched her performance, like
they were
all
working
black
her
women
ass like a slave.
Yes, and I'm just like, girl,
they had her
what is going on
dancing with
her foot? Like, do it like they were working her in the press. Like, she had really good media attention. So I could see how some people could see on the outside, like, oh, she didn't get no heat. But online, she did. And it's really funny how now that it's over, she's like, I want all these bloggers and stuff that are talking about me. And, I kind of agree at this point. Because I'm seeing how some of these bloggers are moving. And it's like, this is a court case. Go get the packet. Stop making shit up. Like, what the fuck?
Entity by herself without Meg.
Yes. Yes. She has her own bag.
Well, I don't know.
It's one of those. It's one of those friendships
like that. Like they just be.
It's one of those friendships where it's like cool that you are in the same tax bracket, but you're not in the same industry.
True.
So it's like you could afford to play, but we're not. But then guess what happened? You start.
You said same tax bracket, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bold statement.
Just saying. But they come from different backgrounds and they all this shit, whatever. But here, I'm gonna stop talking over this. Damn, it's only 4 minutes.
Nah, he was about to get into some heavy snitching on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it up.
It's kind of, I can't really hear that well because of this thing.
Because it's not turned up.
Look, you can't really hear.
I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Deadass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, deadass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I just so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even.
Bro, who is your lawyer?
Bro, like, whatever.
You know, there's a lot that happens, but.
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro, but in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street.
Who is your lawyer, bro? I'm gonna make this short because I know we've been spacing this out. But, bro, two things. For one, you should have never, I don't know if you ever got offered some type of plea, but you should have never tried to take this to any type of trial with the knowledge of this phone call's existence, yo. Unless this got thrown out and was inadmissible as fuck, this should have never went where it went. Ever. Because, again, everybody's reasonable doubt and suspicion comes from all the switching narratives. But when people knew that this existed the whole time, why would you even play with your life like that, bro? Two, who is your lawyer when they let you just not only do that, but talk like this on the
What happened
call?
was this was recorded literally like the morning of, day after type of deal, right? So, yes, the footage was taken, i.e. TMZ, you know, all that. Remember the helicopter footage and all that stuff? But at that time, it wasn't released who it was. It was just local. So it was like local Cali news, and it was like two rappers and somebody else has gotten caught, but they didn't release no names yet.
But you knew, and you still got your mouth on that phone like that. You're
He
crazy.
did not know.
Nah.
He found out on this call. If you listen,
He know. What's up?
What are you talking about?
You don't think he knew what happened?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm giving you a time frame. This was recorded right after, and she even says they talking about this in the press.
Nah,
and he was like, "What you mean they talking about it?"
He know what's up, bruh. He just trying to fish for information without being hot. But all that, I'm sorry, bro. You spilled the beans on yourself.
You just moved the post. You just started talking about something else. You just confused me.
Nah,
I get
I'm
what you're
sorry,
saying.
but
But
yeah,
I'm just
you
like,
tripping.
what are you talking about?
Tripping.
he was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, I'm sure he's like, all the top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like, you feel me? I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro, I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro, like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no,
Instead of dropping this, you should have dropped that. Instead of dropping that album, you should have dropped this in an apology, bro. Like that, because you did get that gag order afterward. That album was the last thing you got to say publicly before you took this down to trial.
He couldn't record this. This was taken by LAPD on the line.
Bro.
So it's not like Kelsey recorded it. It's not like he recorded it.
So
the
he
people
probably
recorded
forgot
it.
about it.
Yes.
He probably didn't.
That's
even,
what I keep trying to tell
He too
you. That's why I'm
Canadian,
trying to
bro.
establish a timeline.
Did they not do that in
I
Canada?
don't know. Let us know in the in the ether if any of y'all are Canadian out there.
Do
Do
they
they
not-
record your phone lines in jail? Because it's kind of like a common knowledge in America that you have no privacy.
They do got some better rights
so
up there.
I don't know.
But they can't have some stuff.
That's
that
why I
we
was
can
trying to
have.
establish a timeline with you earlier. Is that this all happened before it even hit the press? Like this whole conversation happened before it even hit the press.
Him and Andrew Tate about to be playing dominoes.
I
He
don't,
gotta be careful.
I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how to.
it's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you. Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Well, and I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Corn and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro, I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro, like,
Well, I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in this, the more hot it's gonna get, because, you know, it's already on, like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out, you know?
but like, out is what you mean out?
It's on some app.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Where he was like, "What you mean out?"
Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah,
But you get what I was saying then, where it's like, bro, you knew you just you knew you did something and you got on that phone like that. That's wild. That's wild, bro. And the only reason I brought it up because, since we hear again, bro, people do forget things. People made this man stop talking.
Yeah, this was recorded when it was fresh.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, instead of dropping that album, but you brought it to my attention, I don't even think he knew of this thing's existence the way he was moving. But Discovery should have changed that. Your lawyer should have prevented you from ever playing with your life like this. Your lawyer should have had, hey, Tory, there's this call, bruh. Unless they was playing and then bring it out at the last second, bro. That's terrible, dog. Like,
yeah, and it does not surprise me that he called her at all. It doesn't surprise me that he.
And it can be looked at bad that he was like, "What hospital?" Yeah, multiple times.
Megan.
Right, like
that
him,
could
he trying to get her
looked
touched.
at bad
Right.
too. I was thinking about it like, well, that's good, but it could be bad.
Yeah, but like niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like things.
That is, what do you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
Listening to street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her.
Well, it's funny that he acknowledged that, and a lot of people aren't acknowledging that. It's
What the fuck?
somebody getting it off right now. They running from them boys. Anyways, it's funny that nobody's really gonna acknowledge that because now I'm looking at all of his little antics like, bro knew he was going. He's like, bro, I gotta make a little bit of
No,
something.
seriously. Now it
I
looks
gotta
like
make
he was doing a little
something.
hoorah before he went to jail.
What?
But what doesn't make sense to me is all this. You know what? You know what probably happened?
What?
And you know what? All the Tory fans, y'all can get mad at me because this is my opinion, allegedly. I feel like probably his lawyer hit him with that tape, and that's when he dropped that tweet. All weapons formed against me. Y'all,
Bro, I don't think he knew about this. Just like
No, I think that's what he found out, and he was like, I lost.
My first thing that I ever said was I thought the glass was in the form of shrapnel, hit her in the foot type.
Mm-hmm.
Then I seen the gale, and I was like, yo, that looked like a R.I.P. holla.
Yeah, it looked like he
Holla,
got shot.
holla.
Yeah.
I know, come on, bro. Change things for me. However, I ain't think no one would ever convict somebody without evidence on the utensil.
But you know why they did it? And this is the elephant
Because
in
of
the
this
room.
phone call.
Nah, the elephant in the room is
This phone
that
call, bro.
nope. The elephant in the room is that this is a felon with a gun. You should not be around no guns. You should not be around no guns.
There was no fingerprint.
It doesn't
on
matter.
The only
They
proof-
got it from your vehicle.
Bro,
it's
the
in
only-
your vehicle.
Bruh.
If you had a gun in your vehicle
Nah,
right now,
Do you know how many people?
Bruh.
If I had a gun in my vehicle with 4 dudes that did not say nothing, and there was not like my
and one is shot, so
and
include that too.
My skin flakes were not on the lower receiver of that firearm, I'm good, bro. You're tripping. But if I have a phone call from Global Telelink, like, oh, damn, I hope that they didn't see me in Cannon with the thing. I tried to slide the biscuit. You know, I'm going down.
I just think it's way easier when you look at it that way.
Down.
When you look at it like 4 civilians in the car, like fuck the rapper shit, and one is a felon, and you don't know whose gun it is. But it don't matter because why is that felon in the car with a gun? It makes so much more sense when
now
you take the celebrity out of it.
You're in California, I don't think it's gonna slide. You're right. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like take all the glamour out of it and you just look at it for what it is.
But if you were in like Louisiana or hell, you in a place like Jacksonville where we at it, why are you in a car with a gun? Because it's dangerous. That's why. Bro left Kylie Jenner house.
Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just want to let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like,
LA's dangerous too, though, bro. They ran up on Pop Smoke butt naked in Calabasas, bro. Didn't it? Or in the hills, didn't it? So, but that should have never happened. I don't think that people still don't. most people believe her at this point. Most people, because either they seen what I was mentioning or they seen like
Daniel, I'm gonna tell you right
stuff.
now.
They don't want to believe it, but I think they believe it. They don't think it should have happened because of what was received. But after that phone call, bro, if you're a rational human being, dog, especially if you did crime in your life, be real, bro.
I rebuttal that with there are people who still do not believe her. And before we get out of this video, anybody out there that thinks we don't believe her, save your freaking knuckles and go type somewhere else, because there really are people that do. I seen a dude say that Kelsey made that, like, doctored that phone call and that doesn't sound like Tory Lanez. I've seen people say that don't sound like him multiple times. They're like, that's not his voice. That's not his voice.
All right.
Why
it's
did
that Rock
this
Nation CGI voice.
A lot of people not knowing how jail works. Oh, Kelsey is a mastermind. She leaked this call. He was in jail. That's messed up. Like,
bro,
I've been seeing all type people been gunning for Kelsey too a lot.
Giving me vibes of keeping
playing both sides. Yeah, bro, Kelsey was playing both sides for her own safety. She was playing both sides,
Naja, but as far as on some, if you're going to accuse her of espionage on a jail phone call, I would argue she had better composure than Tory when it came to talking in codes.
She did.
Mentioning the situation.
Because she definitely dropped that. She dropped that, hey, bruh, I'm over here visiting Meg. And her people right. They're doing what they got to do. So.
And the blog is hot. She said it's getting hot.
Yep.
This dude, what hospital is you at? Man, I messed up. I was just so drunk. He was just saying all the wrong things on a jail phone call, bro. I'd be like, dang, that's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't even know what happened.
Oh, bruh. And not to pick on nobody, kids. Rock Nation is trying to ruin my brother's reputation.
What'd your brother do now?
Mr. Electric sent it to the principal's office immediately and had it expelled. His sister came on there and I was like, girl, you don't even know what Rock Nation is. You are a baby. They are coaching you. Like, wait until you grow up and you be like, oh my God, he shot a girl in the foot. What was I doing? That's another thing I saw. One bit. I'm gonna call her a bitch. We about to go. Talk about some. She just got shot in the foot. Like, come on. Like, walk it off.
All right.
What?
All right, nah, since we about to go, Naja, I ain't even gonna, because the big elephant in the room,
Have you been shot, man?
The big elephant in the room, bro.
Oh my God.
And this is just some advice to all y'all that want to be hot girls and want to be rappers. You want to hang around hood ass niggas, bro, you might get your ass shot.
Right, yes.
Fuck all that black women narrative bullshit. Tory Lanez is guilty. Y'all niggas need to tighten up, bro. Y'all niggas need to tighten up, for real. You want to hang around some hood niggas? You gonna see some hood fucking shit, bro. You better be ready for that shit. You better shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, yo.
Nigga.
Yeah, bruh.
Is we finished or are we done? But do not talk like that on no jail call. I don't care who you is, where you're from, what you claim. None of that. That was ridiculous, bro. My boy, bro, I would have just... Here you go. He must have still been drunk. Ain't no way.
I have no words.
He was off that Kylie Jenner bottle.
I have no
I can't
words.
fuck with it.
I feel so bad for that kid too.
Dude, that kid.
Words. Somebody said Tory Lanez's daddy dressed like a butch queen. I'm out. I'm gone.
What does that even mean?
He dressed like a stud.
Right on my butt like a stud.